We'll have to wait and see. And we'll see what they do pick last. So if they do decide to do the same thing, you can do Legion mid, maybe Troll in the safe lane, Dazzle, Ogre supporting, then grab an off lane. You can do Legion off lane and then send Troll mid. So there's a lot of options here for Team Tinker. It just comes down to the last pick. For Virtus Pro, Venomancer, Tusk, Lycan, Jakiro. Lycan mid, Venomancer safe lane again with Tusk, Jakiro. Maybe Jakiro goes off lane. There's a lot of options.
Yep. Maybe we even see the Spirit Breaker again. That could be a possibility.
That hero, like, it kind of worked. Like, he got a lot of levels. He died early on, but he was fine. He got a lot of levels. He got somewhat involved early. And then it just kind of all went down the drain, unfortunately. Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be the Spirit Breaker.
Yeah.
I think we'll see another support and then Jakiro will just be offlane.
Well, they have about 10 seconds to decide. And their backs are against the wall. They need to win this game. Otherwise, they are out. I want to remind everyone that this is single elimination. Winner moves on. The winner of the series moves on to play against Team Secret in the semifinals. Our other semifinals are already set. EG versus Virtus Pro Polar. And they go for the Bane with the last pick. So maybe so Jakiro.
Yeah, they actually have two heroes now that are very good against this Legion Commander duel. Unlike the last game where they had nothing to deal with the duel, they now have Sleep, which causes an endless chain of sleeping heroes. It's actually pretty funny. Tuskar can actually just blink in and snowball the hero that you duel, so both of these heroes are very good against the duel coming out from Legion Commander. I really like the adaptation in this game, that they don't they're not going to lose to the same thing twice.
Not to mention Ice Path coming out. So yeah, like you said, Virtus Pro, you know, fooled me once, but they're not going to get fooled twice, it seems like. Is Team Tinker, well, what's their last pick, though? Is it a Quakefoot hero? Is Quakefoot going to play Troll Warlord? Are they going to put Legion in the off lane? There's a lot of questions that need to be answered here. And Team Tinker, they're going to look to provide those answers with this next pickup. 47 seconds left of reserve time.
Actually,
they're going to take their time.
I have like no idea what they're going to pick, actually.
It could be literally any hero. I mean, anything but a support, I suppose.
Troll, I think, benefits more from being in the mid lane because he's such a dominant 1v1 hero. It doesn't really make much sense to put him in the safe lane because he's going to get the same thing in both lanes, and it's better to get it mid.
So you need a Quakefoot hero then, is what you're saying, because Legion probably goes off lane for a rise.
But, I mean, at the same time, you could argue that you want to put Legion mid to get him to blink faster, and especially if it's going to... What's going to be mid, though? It's probably going to be Venom mid, so you need to make sure that whatever hero you put mid can lane against the Venomancer.
Not Lycan? I guess you could be safe
lane. I think
lane.
Lycan will be safe lane.
It's going to be a Furion coming out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a Rise of the Legion.
Up there.
I don't know what happened there. That was scary. Quakefoot, Furion, Sing Troll Warlord. Interesting. And now Virtus Pro are going to pick. They know who's playing what. Team Tinker not wasting time saying, listen, we're just going to get in. We don't care if you know who's playing what. Let's go. And I'm excited. We don't see Quakefoot's Furion too often. It is one of his heroes, though. It's been a while since I've seen it personally. It's quite good.
So, let's see. What are the lanes going to be, though, for Team Tinker? Is that going to be an off-lane Furion and a mid Legion? Or is that going to be a safe lane Furion? They actually have a lot of options. I think it's going to be a mid Troll, though. I really think this hero has to be mid.
Rise TPing down, doing the good old strat that Sidoi pulled out in the last game. He's going to ward up quickly. They are heading to the jungle, and they're doing so at a fast pace. They might spot a Rise on his way in or way out. He needs to be careful. He's going to get spotted here, I think.
Yeah, it's going to be a safe lane Furion.
Rise backs away quickly. He actually is going to get out. I thought they would have gone the other way, and they would have spotted him out, but no, they actually went to the lane. And do they have a sentry?
No sentries.
So no sentries coming out. And like you mentioned, it is the safe lane Furion Quakefoot. While we have a moment, let's get into some introductions. For Virtus Pro, you're going to have Yol playing your Tusk. It's going to be Jotum, support Bane, BZZ, Core Mancer again, G, or God Kills Them All in the Lycan, and to round it out, it's going to be Sidoi playing your Jakiro. The THG, the Twitter Dragon, with a double ring of protection strat, because you can never be too safe. You can never be too protected.
And on the side of Team Tinker, in the safe lane, we're going to have Quakefoot playing his Nature's Prophet. Not something we've seen him play recently, but definitely one of his better heroes. EGM is going to be on the Dazzle. Bulba is going to be playing that Ogre Magi. And in the mid lane, we're going to have Sing Sing on the Troll Warlord. And off lane, we're going to have Arise again on the Legion Commander.
Yeah. And it looks like they are going to safe lane up, solo safe lane BZZ against Rise, and it's not an easy match for a Legion Commander. Overwhelming odds will help out a bit. Press the attack is going to be pretty good. I think that removes Venomous Gale. I'm not sure, though. I don't know the interaction with that.
Does it remove what?
Venomous Gale.
It does.
Okay, that's what I thought. Top lane, dual lane coming out, Virtus Pro again. We've seen this shift in the last couple of months that a lot of teams just like running dual lanes. You'll see the occasional solo safe or solo offlaner. In fact, you see it a lot, but dual lanes are not super surprising to see either. And it is going to be, by the way, G on the Lycan mid. And this is a hero he also plays very well.
This is actually very annoying for Rise having to deal with this illusion on Venomancer. Not going to really get anything. Yeah, but this is the dual lane that EG was running for a little bit. The Jakiro plus Tuskar. Offers a lot of attack speed, so like I said, and it's a pretty strong dual lane, especially against the lane that Team Tinker have. Dazzle's really not a hero that can do too much in the early game.
Yeah. Meanwhile, there's going to be a ward placed from Yul. It's actually a ward so that there is no pull camp. EGM is going to maybe buy Sentry soon. I'm not sure if he spotted that out. He will pull. He'll get at least one pull off, and that's good. I want to see if Quickfoot gets involved across the map. I think that could be pretty important. Top lane, Ignite going in at Sidoi, just getting harassed. Whirling Axes were going mid on a G, and already going back home is a Rise. That was how tough that lane is. Yeah.
I'm actually very surprised they put Lycan in the middle. I think it was fairly obvious that Troll was going to be mid lane for Team Tinker, and this is not a matchup that Lycan can have success in.
3 last hits, Whirling Axe is coming out, and he is actually almost killing. Yeah, he's going to kill a wolf. It's a bit unfortunate. The other one dies to a creep.
I mean, what can he do in this lane? They should have put Veno mid, because I think Veno could actually have a lot of success against the Troll.
I think
or at
Sing
least
would
be annoying.
Yeah, he'd be annoying, but I think Sing would have a good time regardless.
Well, I mean, Troll is going to have a good time. There's no hero that beats Troll 1v1 anyways.
Fury on TP being threatened coming out from Quickfoot. He was looking to maybe dive on a G, but Sing doesn't have much mana to work with, so he'll have to back away. 12 last hits, and it's good that he's getting off to this fast start, but they need to be effective with him. Yolpik's been in his rune. He doesn't have any item or any ability skilled, so he's going to try to leech this. It looks like just leech the experience quickly. Shadow Wave came in. EGM will take one of those creeps, and so far, just a bit of farming currently. The offlane is going pretty well for Virtus Pro, but in comparison, Arise is getting at least a little bit out of this offlane. Level 2, Jotum is harassing him and watching him closely.
Yeah.
They're going to make it go on him? Nightmare's going to come in.
Sidoi is doing pretty well as well, though.
Plague Ward, they could Venomous Gale him, but he could just press the attack off. And he's just going to walk away.
They know that he can use that. They were trying to bait him to use press the attack and then Gale him, but not going to happen.
Rise is calm, cool, and collected under pressure. And, well, so far so good for both squads.
Golba is Invis in the mid lane. Are they going to maybe get a kill on G?
Fire Blast comes in. Fury on TP as well. Whirling Axes, and they will get this first blood for Sing Sing. Team Tinker off to a fast start again.
Yeah, and honestly, Lycan's not a hero that you want to be playing catch-up on. They really need to help him either in the mid lane or swap some heroes around. I think even like swapping right now, if they put... Yeah, they're going to swap right now.
G's going to head to the bottom lane. You called that. BZZ will head over to the mid lane. So
you just can't be letting Lycan have this bad of a start. It's not a hero that...
He needs to start snowballing.
Yeah. I mean, it is a hero with comeback potential, but it's not the ideal situation for him to be in.
I think Arise has a better time now, though, in this offlane. That's the trade-off. I mean, Jotum can still Nightmare, but at least Arise can sit close to the one lane and he'll be fine.
At the same time, like, the offlane for VP is going quite well. Like, Jakiro is nearly level 4. He's getting pretty much whatever he wants. Yol is nearly level 3 himself, so they're, you know, doing very well for themselves in this offlane. Not feeding any kills or anything, so... I would say the offlane trade is going to be pretty even at this point.
Lycan will catch back up eventually, and right now he has nothing. I think something's flying out currently. It is a bottle, so no surprise there. Phase now done for Sing. Tranquil's done for the Jakiro top. Yol pops up an illusion rune, and he's just going to work on EGM, kind of being annoying. They still haven't counter-warded this Observer, so this pole camp has been useless, but they do have the other camp, the hard camp, to work with, which they've pulled through already with 34 last hits for Sing Sing. He is having a fantastic mid lane, but this may change with the Venomancer now coming in. We talked about it earlier on, but we'll see.
Yeah, I think Venom will definitely fare a lot better, especially once he gets level 5 and he gets the 3 points in Plague Ward, because that's when he really starts to be obnoxious in the mid lane, because he's just going to make a wall of wards, and you can't really kill them. It takes too many attacks.
Oh, Sing Sing. Are they going to TP on this? Battle Trance going in. BZZ is low. And he's going to get a solo kill. He just doesn't even need Koikfa. Sing Sing. My God. Go easy, buddy.
Oh, boy. Now they're in a pickle because, like, I know why they swapped, and they really had to, but Venomancer, since he was in a duel lane, he's not the same level as Sing Sing, so it's pretty unfair to just, like, throw him against, you know, one of the most dominant 1v1 heroes. And BCZ is really going to struggle now after giving up that solo kill.
This start from Team Tinker is impressive. In fact, the first game was very impressive. The second one is shaping up to be another good start for them. Koikfa has his phase boot stun. He'll buy a TP scroll. Bottom lane, they're going to TP in. Arise is in some trouble, but here comes Bulba. Multicast going in. No, it's obviously not level 6 yet. It's just the Fire Blast. The right click coming in. Bulba is taking a lot of damage. He will go down. Nightmare Arise is in trouble as well. The Wolves chasing after him. It's a double kill for Jotum. Koikfa has to be careful. He's getting chased down. There's the Sprout. Koikfa should get this kill, but the Wolves do so much damage. He's going to die to these Wolves, I think. He's got to be careful. He's dead. Oh my goodness, what a disaster. It's ending up being a 3-for-2 trade. Virtus Pro coming out ahead there.
Alright, VP really needed that because they were starting to fall like really far behind, and that looked like it was going to be pretty good for Team Tinker. They secure the kill onto the Lycan for just, I believe, the Ogre, and then the Wolves and Bane just doing so much work against these other heroes, ending up getting 3 kills for 2, and a lot of rotations coming out from Team Tinker as well.
EGM up at the top lane, Ice Shards. He is going to grave himself and try to TP. Ice Path is not there. Snowball cancels it. EGM is dead. Beautifully done from Yol. Well, they are going to converge on mid, though. And now it looks like BZZ is going to get sprouted up. Nightmare could come. It's going to be there, but he will get it taken off, and they will get the kill regardless. Now they're chasing after Jotum. I don't think they die for this, although Battle Trance is going in. Nature's Wrath not there. They pop up the tree ants to get vision. Koikfa needs one right click, but he's too far away, and Jotum is too quick. Koikfa has to TP out, and it looks like he will make it. Shapeshift coming in. G's going to work on Sing Sing now as the Wolves are at the door, if you will, and he is actually, I think, dead to this. He's going to pop the Whirling Axes. Ice Shards. Wow. No, it blocks G out. Oh, no, the Ice Shards. I thought it was going to connect, but G is now sick. He is sad. He's like, why? Tusk, why?
I'm not sure that he would have ended up getting that kill anyways, but that was a little bit unfortunate. I mean, had those barely clipped Sing Sing, I think he may have gotten that kill, but in the end, a nice attempt from VP. I actually really like that Team Tinker are going back to this playstyle where they have Koikfa on the Nature's Prophet. I think this is probably one of their best playstyles where they sort of roam around, have Koikfa TPing, and he's very good at playing this Nature's Prophet, especially in an aggressive manner. So it's really nice to see Tinker going back to something like this.
Can you imagine how good he would be off if he didn't die to those Lycan Wolves earlier on as well? And by the way, is he going for a Maelstrom? I don't know if he... The general thing is that people don't go back for Midas's as much anymore on Furion. So...
I'm not sure, actually. I think it could be either. Since he was in the safe lane, he might go back for a Midas just because he didn't get as much solo experience as he would have got, let's say, if he was solo.
Well, he's got options. Battle Trance, they want to put some pressure on the Storm Tower mid. It's going to get glyphed up, and they'll back away. So fortification used. Koikfa, top lane still farming away. Sidoi is putting pressure on the tower, though. Tier 1 is getting hit up with liquid fire. Coming in the backside is going to be Bull, but I don't think they have enough damage. There is going to be a TP Fire Blast coming out, and Sidoi's going to try to get out, and he will. Arise did have duel, but no mana to use it, and he wasn't even close. Arise needed a Blink Dagger in order to be able to cancel that teleportation, so smart play from Sidoi. However, mid lane, Sing Sing and EGM continue to work on this tier 1. Are they going to get it? Battle Trance, Whirling Axes as well, and they will pick it up. TP coming in. It's going to be from Yol. Poison Touch. Sing is going to fight. Here comes Rise. He's going to duel him, maybe. Snowball comes in. Now they're going to look for G instead. And they can't get him, though. Now they're going to target Jotum. He's just a bit too far up, and that's your first duel win, I believe, coming out from Arise. Very good rotation from your Legion commander.
Now this seems like it's just slowly slipping away from VP. This Troll is putting so much pressure. They rotate so many heroes mid. They still get the last hit onto the Troll. They even get a kill for it as well because there was a nice rotation as well from Arise coming in for the duel. So I really like the way that Team Tinker are playing this early game.
Tier 3 tower going to take a spill here. Or tier 1, excuse me. Gosh. I'm losing it. Sing Sing, nice and high. All of that time that BZZ invested just for that tower to get denied. And it is going to be the mightiest, by the way, for Quakefoe. EGM has his medallion as well. So yeah, all of a sudden Team Tinker are starting to get their items. I like the idea from Virtus Pro because the split pushing right now is doing a very good job. The Glyph is going to be fortified in the top lane. Excuse me, the tower. Sudoi is still putting pressure with the dual breath coming in. Another rotation from Yul. And Arise. Bottle, boots. 1,000 gold. Saving up for that. Oh, is he going to get the deny off? Oh, he was so close. Just one more inch closer, and he would have gotten the deny on that.
A little bit of trouble here, actually.
Ice shards. He's going to maybe use press the attack. He's going to get ice path first. Press the attack goes out. No rotation to help him out. He's alive. They can't kill him. All the meanwhile, Quakefoe and EGM have headed to the Roche Pit. With phase boots and a medallion, they should have enough here. It'll take them some time, but I don't know if they smoked into this. Regardless, BZZ doesn't seem to know.
They must...
Well, now they know.
No, now they know. I think they smoked in, but now it's like fairly obvious that they're doing it.
I think Team Tinker actually, they almost want to take a fight. Oh, the Wolves. The sentries are in the pit, and they're going to kill the Wolves quickly before Roche is taken down. So good sentry coming out, and Tinker will get Roshan. Age is picked up for Quakefoe. Good stuff coming up from Team Tinker. Virtus Pro now. They're going to try to trade by getting towers across the map. They think that's tier 1. But
yeah, Quakefoe actually goes back for that Midas. I don't know if you mentioned that.
Yep. So, not bad. And that's actually pretty good timing, too, considering he went phase, he died once, and wasn't getting the most CS in the world, so... Now maybe he goes for Maelstrom.
He's been involved in a lot of kills.
What's your next item choice for this Nature's Prophet?
I think you go Maelstrom.
Get some extra right-click going for Quakefoe. We'll see.
And then probably a Blink Dagger, I imagine. Unless he wants to go for something else. We'll have to see what he chooses.
Sudoi is being pinged out. TP coming in from the Furion. Sudoi is like, what's going on? I think I'm being ganked here. Might try to TP, and he's not even going to get the luck. They will get the duo off as well. Everything that could go wrong for Sudoi did go wrong.
Yeah, Rise now has his Blink Dagger, so... Another game where he gets a relatively fast blink. I mean, this time he was in the offlane. Of course, he should get it fast in the previous game being mid, but...
And you made a very good point. This game does feel like it's slipping away from Virtus Pro.
Yeah. I mean, it's mostly just because Sing Sing on this troll has been just completely out of control the entire game.
He's actually put in so much work. Big weave coming out from Virtus Pro, or onto Virtus Pro, I should say. TP's top lane, Sudoi's going to try to stop this ice path. Sing Sing sidesteps it, and the macro fire as he's clearing the creep wave. Tower, not dead. TP rotations force Sing Sing back, and he pops the drum charge, phase boots. This guy is hightailing it out of there. He doesn't even have the Yasha, and he's already up to like, what, 400 move speed? Not bad. They couldn't catch him.
It was like 460, I think, with the drums and the phase, so... They do smoke up a Rise and Bulba, so looking to get another dual victory. Possibly even put pressure on this bottom tower. They're even going to have the TP support of the Furion as well, if needed.
They drew a line, but they wanted to put down the ward first. Bulba making his way over. Top, mid lane rather, Jotum and G. Sounds like a talk show. They might get caught out. Sentry is on the ground, but Bulba, who are they going to catch? Press the attack. Blink going to come in. It's going to be on Jotum. Fire Blast, dueled up, dead. They can't do anything about that. Jotum is the one that can Nightmare, but if he's dueled, he can't help out. They would need an Ice Path or a Snowball. And so far, you talked about how they were going to counter a Rise in the Legion Commander in the duel. It's not really working out that way, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, well, if you duel the Bane, obviously he can't use the Nightmare, and the Tuskar wasn't close enough in that particular engagement.
Snowball coming in. They are fast. EGM gonna grave himself early on here. They should still be able to take him down regardless. All that damage. Goodbye, EGM. And now they're gonna turn this into a tier 1 tower as well. Not bad. The shapeshift and the dual damage, or double damage rather, from G coming into play there. They could fight. They have the Aegis though still on Furion. He's split pushing bottom, however. Are they going to jump in? Overwhelming odds. Duel still down. No, it actually is back off cooldown. It's ready to go. Tier 3 tower denied. Sing Sing. Wow. Yule Scepter up in the air. Sudoi Ice Path. The Rise. Press the attack. Macropyre. Bulba taking a lot of damage. She's going to fall. They all convene around him. Easy kill. They just gang up on him. He gets picked on. Quakefoe's going to TP out as he is split pushing bottom. Doesn't get any tier 2 damage, but...
No. I mean, you see how strong VP are, though, when they're grouped as 5, like in that particular situation. They have the Yules now on the Jakiro, so that's a very nice pickup, which gives them a lot of power in these engagements, so they'll have that guaranteed Ice Path stun. They might actually catch out EGM and Arise in the jungle.
Ice Path. Arise. Can't press the attack. Snowball's going to come in, and yeah, he is too far in the base, or into the jungle, rather, and they just destroy him.
Can
They're
they
going to
get
chase after
EGM as well?
Ice Shards. Nice.
Oh.
He's actually dead. That was amazing from Yol. EGM, no grave. Double kill for Jotum. Okay, Virtus Pro. They're not done yet. They have their backs against the walls. They'll do anything to take this game and get towards that game number 3. And they've got to find some more kills like that, though, and they've got to have G become the big issue.
Yeah.
He has his Vlad, 1,700 gold, and a medallion as well, so it's time for him to get involved.
I will say, though, that if G starts to get a lot of farm, and like if he's on the same farm level as, let's say, the Furion or the Troll, he's going to outscale both of these heroes. Just because of the hero, obviously with the ult, you run extremely fast. He's going to get a lot more out of these items than either the Furion or the Troll is, so if he's able to keep farming at this rate, he's going to be a scary Lycan.
And at that point, you have to find some way to lock him down, especially before he gets his BKB. They're going to wrap onto Quake for now.
Oh, are they
They're
going to
pop
get
the Hell
this gem?
TP. They're going to go into Bane right now, and Jotum's going to Nightmare himself. Who's going to take it off? Fire Blast goes in, that'll take it off. And G duel. G, what are you doing? He ran right into a Rise. He actually might get this kill, though. G takes him down. They don't have enough damage between the 3 of them. Sprout gets them vision. Wow, he was tanky. He did not go down easily. I'm surprised he lived that long. Sing Sing, Poison Ova'd up onto the high ground here.
Play by G.
Ice
And
Path
Sing
coming
is actually
in.
Gonna die.
They have Grave, I believe. Yule Scepter, he might die. Snowball, EGM can't get the Grave off. He did get it off. TP coming in onto Sing Sing. Will he make it out? Shadow Wave keeps him up and alive. He'll heal up in the base.
Wow.
That was a lot closer than it should have been. And I am still shocked that G didn't die there. I don't know how he survived.
Well, I mean, they used everything to blow up the Bane. They used the Fire Blast as well as the Ignite, I believe. And G just casually ults, walks in, picks up the gem, gets dueled, actually ends up winning. I don't think he got the... Yeah, he didn't get the duel damage because I guess he won right after the duel, but... yeah. I mean, that just shows you how strong this hero is and can be. That was
The
crazy.
Lycan Wolves are doing some work this game. They're
And
chewing
once he
through
gets-
Team Tinker.
Yeah, once he gets to the book 3, I think there's going to be a time when their 5v5 is just stronger just because of the heroes that VP have. I mean, we see how effective this attack speed slow is, both from the Sigil as well as the Jakiro, so VP have done a nice job sort of turning this game around, finding a couple of crucial pickoffs and whittling their way back into this game.
They could even contest the next Roshan, and if that happens, all of a sudden Team Tinker are in a kind of a bad spot. I think this is the problem I had with the Troll Warlord when they picked it, is that it can do a lot, but especially in the early game, but what is he going to be able to transition into? He has Gyasha now,
Yeah.
so at least he's got a couple of items going his way, but
I
all
mean,
of a
it's
sudden Furion's more farmed than him.
It's a hero that like can super snowball a lane. He's definitely a lane dominating hero. He has to dominate the lane or he's like extraordinarily useless, but he doesn't scale particularly well because he has trouble sticking on to people. Because you do a lot less damage in range form, and if you're in range form, your first skill is actually just completely worthless.
Quakeflow, what's your blink reactions looking like, buddy? Oh, actually, they don't find him. They had this Observer Ward. They just placed it down.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they will find him. What's your blink reaction?
Yes,
It's not going to happen. Yule Scepter at the right time. Quakeflow is dead. Big kill coming out from Virtus Pro. On the backside, what are they going to find? Shot him. Bulba getting chased down the wolves. No, they're not going to be able to kill him. They're just chewing at his feet. Okay. Another big kill. Virtus Pro are playing this well. They kind of tilted, I think, in the early game, and then they've reined it in. Even BZZ, he's almost got his axe. He's one component away. And level 3 axe ult is nothing to scoff at. TP down bottom lane, it is going to be Sadoy. It's S and Y coming out from Troll Warlord, so... Sig's just been farming, though. He hasn't really been involved, and his team has been getting picked off one by one.
Yeah.
Book 2. Okay. So where do you go from here if you're Team Tinker? How do you kind of get back into... well, I guess you can kill BZZ.
I think you wait for the next Roche. They really need to secure some additional wards, but it's going to be very difficult since they have the gem now. Oh, is BZZ actually going to live here?
Wow.
Wow.
I thought he was going to get fire blasted. Bulbul was not close. He got galed. And they can't
Yeah, that
even
was a
buy a
really
kill
nice
now, man.
scale.
They can't even buy a kill.
I mean, what's happened in the last 10 minutes? It seemed like Team Tinker were almost running away with this game, and in the last, 5 to 10 minutes, VP have been getting a lot of kills, and Tinker can't even find any kills anywhere.
And it's not really like it's Tinker's fault, I don't think. They've just been caught out, and I think Virtus.pro have just played better.
Yeah.
Just in general.
I think
That's what I
Roche
would
is
say.
going to be the next point of contention for Team Tinker. They're just going to wait around until Roche spawns.
And if they lose that Roche, and especially if there's a Roche fight and they lose that Roche fight, I'd say that this game starts going handedly to Virtus.pro.
Yeah, I would agree. The Ags is actually going to be an extremely large pickup on the BZZ. We haven't really been talking about BZZ much since he's just been sort of off doing his own thing, split pushing, but he's having a decent game. He's 0-2-5 with 111 CS. He now actually completes the Ags, so that's going to be a big item in this upcoming team fight, as well as being a level 11, so...
It's going to be difficult. They're going to have to kill this Slugomancer some way, shape, or form. They might even have to duel him before he gets any of his abilities off. And well, it looks like everyone's grouping up towards the Roche pit. It is up, it's available, and who's going to be the lucky winner? Koikva not making his way in there just yet. He actually has Sing Sing bottom and Thrill Hammer. Koikva has
VP
an
know
ultimate
that
orb.
Roche is available.
Yeah, they scouted out with the Wolf, I imagine. I'm sure that Team Tinker know that it's up.
It's
Or at
actually
least
funny how fast both teams kill Roche.
EGM has Weave. I'm sure he's used it to check it. Maybe not yet, but he probably can at some point. Necro 3's done.
Do you just go and kill Roche? Because they actually
Yes.
just kill this in like 5 seconds.
They have Medallion, they have Necro 3, they have Howl. This Roach will die within the span of a minute. Probably 30 seconds.
Yeah, it's like
probably
5
less than that.
seconds.
Yeah, okay. It's actually just dead. They didn't even have that double damage that just spawned. Yule Scepter is up. EGM is going to fall. Not only will they get Roshan, they're going to get EGM. Fiend's Grip's going to come in, and that was kind of awkward. Fiend's Grip with Grave on is pretty cool looking. And they will get the kill on him. And
This
G gets
game-
another kill.
This game is just suddenly like completely VP favored at this point. The map control is completely on the side of VP. This gem pickup was extremely crucial onto Jotum, being able to deny all the vision coming out.
TP's coming in, Sing looking to dive in Sidori. There is another TP coming through. BZZ, Venomous Gale, Poison Nova. That is an Axe Poison Nova plus Macro Power. They are trying to get out as fast as possible. They will all make it away.
Is Sing Sing
Lucky
gonna
them.
die?
He is
Sing?
ticking down quickly.
Okay, no, he's gonna lift.
He is good. That heal from the
Wow,
well is
look
barely
at that
keeping them alive.
Damage.
Oh my god. Sing and Quake are like, well, it's a good thing we TP'd home, otherwise we'd be dead right now.
Alright, someone actually just needs to buy a Veil now on VP. I mean,
They'll
if
all
they
die.
If they get a Veil with the Jakiro and the Veno damage, it's gonna do a tremendous amount of AoE magical damage.
Everyone seems to be building BKBs now for both squads, for
Oh.
Team Tinker at least. What's going on over here? Quakefa? What was happening?
Quickfoot, I mean, G could have actually just killed Quickfoot. I think he was afraid that he was getting ganked or something, but Quickfoot actually just TPs into G's jungle completely blind, and G walks by him thinking, oh shit, I'm being ganked, run away.
This is a Koikva just casually TVs in. Let me see what's going on over here. Well, Koikva is doing the smart thing, which I think is buying a Hex.
Yeah.
And he needs this against G. But the problem is G going to have a BKB by the time he finishes that off? So far, he's not building towards it. And even if he does Hex G, will they be able to take care of the rest of the heroes in Virtus.pro? These are the questions we need to be asking. Owl? Goodbye, Tier 2 Tower. It's been nice knowing you, my friend. Standing proud up at the top lane. You've done your duty.
Man, they're just pushing away with this Lycan. The Book 3 has not been used yet. They're gonna have the Veno wards assisting with the push. They summon the Books.
They're going to the Tier 3 Tower. G with Aegis, with his Necro Book, they are cleaning house. He's going to start building up an Assault Cuirass, as you can see with the Plate Mail and the Chain Mail. And they can't fight this. They might actually lose a set of racks off the back end of this. They can't fight it. Overwhelming odds, Blink, Duel. Jotum gets blown up. Wow, did he die quickly. G pops the Shapeshift, but he might die soon as well. Sing Sing, he's not the best spot here. And they're going to go on him. The Poison Nova, that came up at the right time. They're going to kill a couple of heroes. G, Aegis is used, BZZ is dead. They hold their racks. The range racks should fall here. Bulba's going to die to the Poison Nova. And that's going to be another kill for G. They lose the range racks, but they do take a couple of tier 2 towers across the map. And actually, Bulba has to buy back. That could have been a lot worse for Team Tinker. Did you see how fast Jotum died? I'm pretty sure EGM weaved him and they just jumped on him and killed him instantly.
He died in, it seemed like 1 second. He got dueled and then he exploded.
Yep.
This AC is going to be really crucial against the weave, like you said. They're going to have plus 10 armor from both the AC and the Vlads, so that'll be really crucial in the next push. But how does Team Tinker defend against this next push?
I think you have to BKB and fight. That's the only real way, and hope that your BKB holds through the Poison Nova.
So they just finished the BKB, I guess, on Legion Commander.
Yeah, and they have one coming out soon, I believe. This should be a BKB for Sing.
Yeah, it's definitely a BKB.
He gets the Mithril Hamper, so he wants a bit more damage. Also, there is the Hex now coming out from Koikva. It actually is completed.
Okay.
So, but there it is. That's the Veil, man. You talked about it. Guess what Jakiro has? Oh, God. 0.4 seconds. That's how fast. Arise is like, I didn't think it was going to be that easy. 0.4 seconds. Wow.
Yep. He was here, and it's like magic. Now you see me, now you don't.
God damn it, dude. All right. Let's rein it back in. 26 minutes into the game. Let's look at the graphs here. 1,000 net worth lead for Virtus.pro. The first time they are leading in this game at 26 minutes in. Experience-wise, it is going Tinker's way, but not by much. Arise has spotted out Sudoi. Koikva is going to come in. Overwhelming odds. Hex is up as well, and they will get this duel win. And Arise picks it up. Nice kill.
Okay, that was really critical. They need to find pickups to slow down the push, because now they basically buy themselves probably about another minute or two where VP aren't going to be able to push. They actually just smoked on Treants.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Well, time to let that go.
They just smoked on Treant Vision. Maybe they misclicked or something. I'm not exactly sure what just happened.
Well, you could see everyone from Team Tinker hightailing it out of there. Sing popped his phase boots and he was so damn fast.
Very awkward bottom as well.
Is he dead? I think he's dead. Do they have duel? It's up in 6 seconds. They're going to Hex first. They don't even want the duel, it looks like. Mike the Poison Nova off. Yep.
That was very awkward. I'm not sure what's going on right now.
I don't know what's happening.
Smoked, and then he was just placing plague words. That was just a very weird sequence of events from VP, because they smoked on top of Treants, and then Venom was just sitting bottom spamming plank words. But every time they get picked off like this, they're just delaying their ability to push top. And after you've already got the tier 3 as well as the range racks, I think it's a mistake to be split off like this. Like, they should be in a group of 3 and a group of 2. You have 2 people push out one lane, you have 3 people push out the other lane, you know, 2, maybe 3 bottom, 2 mid. Push out these 2 lanes so that the equilibrium starts to shift back towards your favor, and then you just rotate into the top lane.
For now, it is going to be...
Because now Sing now has his BKB completed. If they had not gotten picked off and they just all ran top after pushing out both the bottom and mid lane,
they get that Rax.
Yeah, they get that Rax, I think.
I agree.
But now it's a bit harder with the 2 BKBs now completed.
It's certainly... Virtus.pro still have a lot to work with. The Assault Cuirass was finished up for G. He has his Necro 3 up and ready to go, and it's going to be tough to fight. And in fact, Team Tinker's EGM is going to get jumped on. Any TP rotations coming in, it looks like EGM is actually just fine. Macro Pyro now down. He's going to take some more burn damage. The Wolves, he's going to have to grave himself probably.
Use Veil of Discord.
Nah, he's fine.
He didn't use Veil. Confused.
Well, it's a mistake. Tier 2 tower taking some hits. Fire Blast on a G. G has no Aegis, by the way. You're using the last engagement. Shapeshift going in TP from Sing Sing. BKB's going to go, but they need a duel. They got Feed's Grip on Sing Sing as well. Bulba has to Fire Blast him. They get the Hex off. G is still going to work. Now the duel come in. Can they get this kill? Absolutely. That's a big one. No! No, he got snowballed! He's in the snowball. G is still alive. G is going to make it out of there, and he's going to get earned up as well. You've got to be kidding me, Yol. That is a damn fine play.
What a massive play by Yol. That pretty much just saves that fight. I mean, wow, unbelievable. I mean,
and he's going to Walrus Punch EGM. EGM has to grave. He's got to do it soon. It's not going to happen. He's done.
We talked about how important it is to have the counters to Legion Commander, and that's just showing it right there. Using the defensive snowball with the Blink Dagger. blinking in position, using the snowball. Huge play by Yule there, saving the fight.
And they're going to bots the Lycanon as well. Necro is down, mind you.
I think this could end up being 2 set of Rex. There's no buyback, I believe, on... Yeah, no buyback on Dazzle. If they kill Sam here or Boba, there's going to be no buyback for 2 minutes as well.
This is looking like a game 3 suddenly for Virtus Pro. That one snowball might have just given them a second lease on life. Oh my god, 90 HP. They needed one more auto attack coming out from the Legion, and they just couldn't get it. Yule with the huge plays, and it took me a second. I thought he was dead, and then I noticed on his health bar he was still alive, and I'm like, that's a snowball right next to him. That actually took me a second to understand what was happening.
What a sick play. Well, I mean, this hero could have been like worthless all game, but that singular play just makes that pick just completely worth it. I'm not saying that he was, but I mean, just for this ability to save people like that against the duel is so important. I hope we end up seeing this hero more, actually.
He's fun to watch. There's very few teams that pick him off, and one of them is, I think, LGD and MMY. They've picked it occasionally, and it's worked out quite well. But that's MMY, man. Like that.
Yeah, I mean, I think the hero has issues because he doesn't scale very well. Like, he doesn't actually output any damage, and Sigil starts to become worthless, sort of, towards the later stages of the game. But Snowball is always a spell that can never be underestimated.
AoE Disruption, man.
Yep.
Pretty good ability. Well, for now, Virtus Pros, they're looking to... This could be it. They're looking to jump on the high ground here. We have a bit of an anticlimactic, or I guess climactic pause, depending on how you look at it. Legion dead for 15 with buyback. 17 seconds for Sing. Do they have Glyph? Yes. EGM, I think they could win a fight without him, I think, honestly. It's very difficult, but it's possible. If they get the hexes off, if they get the right dual target, they could theoretically hold.
Yeah. This is gonna be the true test right here. I mean, if they can hold here, then the game continues. But if not, I think they just get this mid set of Rex, and then they can rotate and get the melee back Rex in the top lane as well. There is, I think we already said there's a buyback available onto Legion Commander, so it's gonna be a 3 versus 5.
And as far as cooldowns are concerned, G has Shapeshift, but he doesn't have Necro. It's up in 30. They do have Veil, Poison Nova. And now it's looking more and more like maybe this fight's very difficult for Team Tinker, if not impossible. They should get a set of racks off of this. I don't think, because those abilities are up, I don't think Team Tinker fights. But you don't want to just give away racks for free, because at that point then you probably you can't really come back from that. So the pause will be done momentarily as we are still waiting. I'm not sure why. Arise has reconnected to the game. Hopefully we get back in just a second. The tension is mounting for both of these squads. What a series. G is called. Here we go. Up to the high ground. It looks like Virtus Pro will go momentarily. Sadoy is going to pop some liquid fire up. They blink away. Bulba throws an ignite. Fire blast on a G. Multicast comes out, does some damage. Not enough. Ice Path. Bulba's dead. Press the attack. That does nothing. BKB duel onto G. He's taking so much damage, though. The Wolves blow him up. They get the winner. The snowball is rolling with G inside of it. Koikas is going to get dove. Big Walrus Punch. G is godlike, and this game now looks like it's going to be Virtus Pros for the taking. One big engagement, and wow, that's all that it takes.
Was so fast. That was pretty insane.
Zooming across the map, they go.
I think this is actually just game. They're going to get 2 set of Rex for sure. I mean, the game will probably still continue. They're probably not going to call GG down to 2 set of Rex, but...
The tier 2 is still up in the bottom lane, so they can't get mega creeps.
Yep.
They could try to go for tier 4s. They still have Poison Nova, by the way, and Veil is up and ready to go. There's actually, they could still fight if they wanted to, but instead they head back towards the secret shop. Roshan is available in 1 minute and 13 seconds. They're going to check it quickly, realize that it's not up, and yeah, I don't see this not going to a game 3.
Yep.
Team Tinker, they played very well in the early game. They had a couple of good picks, but that one team fight mid, man, that's all it takes.
And I think at this point, if you're a VP, you wait for the Roshan, go for the safe plays, get the Aegis as well as the cheese, and then you just go down bottom. Wait for the top and mid lanes to pressure, force at least 1 or 2 people to defend both of those lanes, or let tier 4s fall, and then you just slowly win the game off of sieging the bottom lane. And honestly, there's not much Team Tinker can do at this point with their heroes. You know, maybe if they had some super hard carry, but it's a Furion Troll Legion Commander core against this Lycan, Veno, THD. I would actually just give the edge to VP's course, just because of... I think Lycan is a better physical damage carry than anyone on Team Tinker, and then they have a tremendous amount of magical damage combined with the Veil, so...
Koikva does get the kill bottom. I missed that one. BZZ was caught out of position. That's a nice pick. That'll stop them for the time being. They're going to try to Walrus Punch. Oh, Yol almost got there, too. And everybody's out. Koikva's the only one that is not. He doesn't have a TP scroll. He does have a TP Ice Path. They don't see him. Koikva actually, I would be shitting my pants right now. Oh, my God. Koikva has the
stopped looking with the sigil.
Yeah.
Had they kept looking, I think they may have found him, but, you know, in the end, it doesn't really matter. That kill actually cost them their last smoke, so it's going to be very difficult for them to find a kill like that again.
Well, they're going to head top for Team Tinker, and this is the issue. You were talking about how they wanted to push their lanes out for Virtus Pro, and now maybe one of them is forced to defend here in this Tier 2 tower. Although Sing is going to TP away, Koikva is going to back up as well, and Virtus Pro are going to fake it back, and then they're going to go for the Tier 2 tower. Are they going to go for a fight, though? Roche is up. They back away completely. They might even just head into the Roche pit. Koikva stays top. He's going to take the Tier 2 tower. And he just blinks out quickly. And the Treants will get the kill. And Virtus Pro heading to Roche.
Nope.
Or maybe not.
They're a little bit scared because BZZ isn't there yet. So they're probably just going to wait a little bit. Wait for the Veno to come as well. And then...
They have vision onto the high ground. Yule Scepter, Ice Path does connect in Sing Sing Ice Shards, but that pushes him away from them. Dash is a poor little wolf. On the other side of things, EGM and Arise, they're looking for the pincer move, but BKB's going to go. The duo's up onto G. Can they get this kill? And he's going to get Fiend's Grip. Do they have the damage? G is done. He does have buyback. He can get in the fray and absolutely will. Look at that macro power. Look at that Poison Nova. Everybody is starting to die here if you are Team Tinker, but 3 dead already, plus the buyback. So 4 dead from the side of Virtus Pro with the buyback coming in, and Sing really wants to die. Whirling Axe's range might be available on cooldown for 5. He heads to the other direction. Everyone TP's out. The only one that doesn't survive, G comes in. He's looking for Sing. He can't really man up on him. Sing will try his best. But Sing is going to fall. But Koikva comes in. And now, maybe there's a Hex to Bash out of G. Bash Lord G is dead. No buyback. He's dead for 90 seconds. Buyback in from Sidori. What can they get done with this if you are Team Tinker? Maybe Roshan, but you... I don't know. This is still very difficult. TP's coming in. They really don't want to give this up. Sidori's going to walk back into the fray. Everyone is already making their way over from both Team Tinker and for Virtus Pro. Sidori is waiting outside of the Roche pit on the high ground. He'll show himself on the low ground momentarily. The Wolves coming in. They are very low, but they are going to be alive. Will they steal this? They see them there. They have the Gem of True Sight. And it looks like Roshan should fall here. They're going to try to fight Sidori. Ice Path into the pace. Now, or into the well, excuse me, into the pit. Sidori's still trying to fight up Necropyre on the ground. Boba multicasting it up, but he's low. Poison Nova onto everybody. Hexa's up on BZZ. Grave onto Arise, but Koikva should fall here. So will Arise. This is not good. All of a sudden, Virtus Pro turning it around. What a huge Poison Nova. That's the Aegis. EGM nightmared up. And 5 dead. Aegis will give 1 life back to Team Tinker. Yola's low. Koikva can right-click him down. In fact, the only person alive is John. Koikva was trying to get out for no particular reason, but there's the Fiends group coming in. Not nearly enough damage, however. This is a bit of an awkward situation. And then Jottam forces down to the low ground, into the river. The hell is happening?
All right, how many buybacks have been used? Let's look at the... Now that we have a nice
3
little...
Radiant and 1 Dire in that fight, Koikva.
I mean, so who has buybacks available? So it looks like just actually all the support heroes have buyback. So
yes.
Every core in this game doesn't have buyback.
No. Sing has buyback.
Sing does.
Yes.
All right, my bad.
And a minute and a half, Arise will have buyback as well. So not too long from that. Arise is apparently having some internet issues.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate to have
I still
pauses in a game like this.
I want to ask you though, because I've been talking for a while now, and after that Roche fight and the fact that Team Tinker killed the Lycan and forced out his buyback, do Team Tinker have even a shot still? Did that give them a shot back at this game?
I mean, I still think that there's a small chance that they could still win this game. It's still very unlikely down to 2 set of racks, but I mean, anything is possible. And I still favor VP's lineup, especially the later this game goes, the lower the BKBs get, the more effective this Veno and THD are going to be. And we just saw how much, when the Veno bought back and he came and he used all of his spells, how much damage it did to those 3 heroes. It killed all 3 of them, and then it forced Quakefoot to buy back, so. I mean, no, he didn't buy back, he had Aegis, sorry.
Well, Quakefoot, it's kind of weird, man. He was just like, at the end of that fight, both of those heroes were low, at least Yol was, and he tried to get out of the pit, and then he's like, oh, there's only 2 supports alive, I could actually just kill them. And then he manned up. I think he was afraid of the Fiend's Grip followed up with whatever Yol was going to give him, and then Yol just died, and then he's like, well, I guess I could just clear this up real quick.
Yeah, Yol was trying to use the fog from the Roshan pit to reset his blink, but it wasn't long enough.
The DC is still available. Arise still disconnected. No ETA. Players are being a bit quiet about it, but understandably so. They don't need to give us the information. They just gotta have to get the player back into the lobby eventually. BKB up for the Troll Warlord. It's been that way for a while. He also picked up the Helm of the Dominator. The BKB is at 8-second duration now. Any other items that we've not seen yet? I don't think so. Everyone has the items they've had for a period of time. Arise has cheese, by the way. He didn't use it in that last fight.
Yeah, I just saw that. I'm actually... I wonder why he didn't use the cheese. That's very weird. Maybe he thought that he didn't need to use it for some reason? I'm not actually sure.
I don't think that was the case. I'm pretty sure he knew he was dead. I think the only thing is that maybe he wanted to save it for a later engagement.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay. Well, still disconnected. Guys, thanks so much for watching today. We have a very good series. This series has been pretty great so far. First game, kind of a fast one for Team Tinker. Anti-Mage of Quakefoot was outstanding. One of the best Anti-Mage performances I've ever seen. But, with that being said, they're in Game 2 now, and they are having some trouble. They're having some issues. Down 2 sets of racks. The Wolf is at their door. He's taken 2 sets of racks, and Lycan strong hero.
Yeah. Lycan just needs a BKB, I think, right now.
Does Jotum live here? I'll put 2 rares on Miraculous Escape. No 4 staff. Quakefoot should have his blink off cooldown in 3 seconds time. He is Nightmared, however.
No,
he needs a Treant.
No, his blink's gonna be constantly reset by Nightmare, so.
Well, but the Treant is gonna take. Can Treant take Nightmare away from him?
Yeah, you can.
So Treant takes the Nightmare away from Quakefoot. He waits 2 seconds, or he can TP in front of Jotum, whichever. I mean, I don't think Jotum lives here. If Quakefoot is looking for this kill,
right. Jotum is dead.
So get ready to pay me those 2 rares mop packs. That was it's a tough decision on your part to make, but
No, this is what Jotum does. So Quakefoot takes his sleep off, right? Jotum walks back into the Roche pit, re-sleeps himself. I don't know, I'm just kidding.
He can't do that.
I don't know.
He can't walk back by the time Quakefoot has his blind tagger up or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but Quakefoot has no vision, right? So
True.
if Jotum actually just walked back into the pit, he would have no idea. I think if Jotum walks to the right, he's dead. If he walks to the left, maybe he lives.
You think that Quakefoot's going to TP up on the high ground there? Or on the stairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he might.
But they have vision on the other side. Look, there's an Observer Ward. It's about to run out. It's dead in 6 seconds. Man, we were really getting CSI on this. Actually, wait, no, that's the Radiant Observer Ward. The Dire Observer Ward is 6 minutes left.
It doesn't see all the way. It gets vision like right here, I think.
I have it up. It's here.
Yeah. So if he starts walking to the left right now, I don't know.
If he goes here, he's gonna die. If he goes up the stairs,
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
Either way, yes.
I'm just trying to think of a way he lives. I don't.
We are really getting in depth with this one. Still disconnected. How are you, chat? How are you?
It's possible though that because there was a pause, Quakefoot forgets everything and he's like, oh well, whatever. Jotum lives. That actually happens. Like when pauses happen, you like forget things because he hasn't seen where Jotum forced in like 3 minutes or 4 minutes, right? And he doesn't. He might not be completely aware. Does this guy have TP? Does he have whatever?
Yeah, there's the alternative that Koikva just gives up on the kill.
Yeah.
It's a theoretically possible solution. Well, Arise, please. We need you back, buddy. Someday soon.
Need some nice Jeopardy music.
I don't have a soundboard. I'm sorry. I don't have that kind of technology.
Don't have the technology.
No, we do not. No. But at some point, this game is going to resume.
I guess we can talk about what items people are going to go for next. If you're Koikva, I think in this situation, you probably go for a BKB next, just to mitigate some of the magical damage coming out. Because it is, like I said many times, like there's just so much magical damage coming out from the Venom and THD, so I think Koikva's going to go for a BKB. Sing Sing will probably go towards a damage item, maybe an MKB or a crit. Probably a crit, I think. He could also opt for an armor item, maybe an AC of his own. I think Legion Commander... Actually, maybe Legion... Well, Legion's probably actually just not going to get another item this game, actually. Sitting at 1,000 gold, probably not going to finish another item. I think Sing Sing's going to go for an AC.
He needs that desperately. They need some sort of armor.
Lycan needs to go BKB.
Yes.
There's actually not
BKB
much
might.
item progression left for these heroes. Like, when you look at a hero like Jakiro, I guess he can go Blink Dagger, maybe even a Dagon possibly. Dagon could be quite good as well in this game. Like, Dagon is surprisingly strong late game with these 5-second BKBs everywhere.
Well.
And a Veil as well. It would do a lot
lots
of
magic damage. Yeah, that'd be pretty nice to have.
Well, at this point, I've sort of ran out of things to talk about concerning this game.
We don't have to talk about Dota. That's the good thing about this band. We're at liberty to talk about other things.
Oh, we could talk
I've told
about
this
the
story
patch.
before. Okay, well, hold that thought. I've talked about this before, but Greg and I had a 2-hour-long pause one game. I am not kidding. 2 hours.
What'd you guys talk about?
I don't even remember.
Did you talk about like the purpose of life?
No, we didn't get that deep into our
well.
conversation. It's mostly just us saying stupid stuff, honestly, as we usually do between the two of us. Me flaming him,
I love
him
Dirk.
trying to justify his stupid comments or whatever.
Dirk Salt.
Just
He could
kidding,
make
Greg.
mountains.
I love you.
He could
I am going to
build
be getting an
mountains.
update soon, by the way. What?
He could build mountains.
Greg?
Yeah, with salt.
With salt? Yeah. He really could. He is very salty, the Gerg Master.
I love talking to Greg. He makes me laugh every time.
Dude, he just fucking goes in on every single topic. He
I'll
literally
like
just
message him about something like very tame, and he'll just like start
He'll be
flaming
angry.
it.
Yeah,
I'm like, what is going on, dude?
He's just like, well, what do you think about this new patch? He just starts going off on it. It's like, I can you just not be angry for once? Man, back to the stats man jokes. These are the kind of jokes I can't make. Good stuff.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Looks like apparently the internet of Arise is out. So that's the unfortunate thing. And I don't know what else to say. EGM is trying to call him. His internet dropped. Yada yada.
Well,
How's your day been, man?
It's been pretty good. I woke up. I did some random stuff, and now I'm casting.
I had quite an interesting night. Very,
You
very,
had an
very.
interesting night.
It was a hard night for me, honestly.
Why?
My dog got sick, I guess you could say, and she had a seizure, which is the first time she's ever had it. And she, in the
that
process of
sucks.
doing so, she fell down the stairs. Sorry to put a damper on the
that
mood. Don't worry,
is
she's fine,
very
everybody. She's fine.
Morbid.
She's fine. She actually,
Okay.
after it was done, she wagged her tail. She was having fun. Took her for a walk. She's okay. I'm taking her to the vet later on
see.
today.
That sounds stressful.
It was very stressful. Luckily, a friend of mine who's very good with dogs was with me last night, so he helped me out a bit. So big shout out to my friend Mike. But yeah, I was like worrying about casting this week and all that stuff, and then that happened, and it put me over the edge, man. Like, oh baby. So luckily, she's doing okay now. She's upstairs and sleeping. So.
Shot him. It's like waiting in a court, guilty or innocent, dead or alive. He's dead.
I think you're dead, man. I think you're dead. I think it's over for you, Jada, my friend. Good luck. Good luck living. Honestly, I'm still. Moppak still might get those two rares because I think Jadam could Koikva could just not chase him.
Yeah, that is true.
But at some point,
I think that's a possibility, just because of how long this pause has been, and like your brain doesn't work correctly when pauses happen. Well, I wouldn't say that. Like, you just like forget about what's going on in the game. I actually hate pauses so much. It's actually a good thing that everyone's dead, because this is the perfect time to have a pause when everyone's dead. Because then you don't have to worry about. You're not like pushing a lane. And you're thinking about, oh, there's this hero there and that hero there.
Yeah,
can I get ganked? Blah, blah, blah.
You can't really strategize.
The game gets unpaused, and then you die 2 seconds later, and you're like, what the fuck? It's actually so annoying.
Yeah, it's a little bit more comforting for the players, to be sure.
Yeah.
No. What else is going on? So, obviously, today we have this match. Winner of this match moves on. They'll play in secret. I think in 2 days' time, and I'll check the schedule just to be sure, but in 2 days' time, we will have our semifinal on the other side of the bracket, Evil Geniuses versus Virtus Pro Polar, as I bring the bracket up. And that will be a best of 5 for your semifinals. 5 games. 5 games. Team Secret will play the winner of this match sometime in the near future, and then we will have our single limb best of 5 grand finals between the winner of those 2 matches, and that'll be it. Then season 2 will be in the books, and it's been quite the season. There's been many big games. I'm going back, and I think my favorite was the Huskar Kuroki Huskar game, which I think Greg was there with me.
Yeah, you were casting with Greg. I actually watched that game. That was pretty funny.
It was a good game. It's a fun game. You broke up with Cross-Eyed Girl. I don't get that. I heard. Oh my god, dude. He's on point. Dad jokes.
Oh god. You know, it's a lot easier to say jokes when you're typing them like that.
Are you salty that he's better at jokes than you are? Is that the issue? Because I know I am.
I'm not salty. I don't care. I'm better at Dota. That's the important part, or the important things in life. Not really, though. Okay, let's talk about the patch, because there's nothing else to do.
Yeah, that's right. We said we were going to talk about this. We go through one by one, little by little.
I like that there's no runes now at level 1.
The 0-minute rune? Yeah.
There's 2 bounty runes that are worth double or something.
Get a ganky with this bounty rune. No.
So you get 100 gold and 100 experience. So basically, if you got both bounty runes on one hero, you would actually get a level. You'd be level 2.
That's pretty nifty.
Oh, wait,
that is probably not going to happen, though.
Is it 200 experience level 2, or is it 400?
I don't know. It's a good question.
It's 400.
Regardless. Also, they've reduced all illusion damage to towers. Terrorblade. Good luck, buddy.
Where's hero levels? Oh no, it's 200. Alright, I was right. Excellent.
By the way, before we go any further, if you guys would like to check out the Arcana giveaway, 3 Arcana Stay giveaway, head over to twitter.com/DotaPit, and they'll have a tweet about it. It's presented by Navi and Gamersbook. You can also find it on the Gamersbook Steam page. All you have to do is search Gamersbook when you go to community and looking through groups, so I highly recommend that. 3 Arcanas: Legion Commander, Phantom Assassin, and Terribly. You'll get one of each. F4L is asking the big questions. Go next, maybe.
What? I didn't say that.
No, that's Yol.
Oh, I told them they can load the save with someone else.
Can we do that? Is that possible? You would know better than I would. Maybe. Dota 2 allows it, yes. Admin, question mark.
Well, that's up for the admin.
Hold on, I'm going to throw up the giveaway quickly and we'll figure this out.
Yeah, they should let it go to 36.
So for the giveaway, over here to community, boom, you click on that, find people, Gamers Book, boom, hit up Gamers Book, this one, and then all of a sudden you're set right here. Recent announcements, view all Dota 2 live stream giveaway. I believe that's the one. I'll make sure.
What?
Oh, here it is. Win 3 Arcanas. Click on that and just follow the instructions here, and boom. You've got yourself 3 Arcanas, or you're at least entered into the running for. I recommend it. I mean, it's 3 Arcanas. There's no point not to. But, alright, what's going on with this?
I don't know. They're like saying... I think they're going to play 4v5 and then just play the next game. Like, if they lose, they'll just play the next game with someone else.
Ooh, wow.
Because Arise's internet's just messed up or something.
Alright. Here we go. Shot him. Is he going to live? He smoked! He smoked! And Koifa blinked into the high ground. Oh my god. I owe you 2 rares, mod packs. I didn't even know he had the smoke. I lost. Shot him.
I owe him 2 rares.
Shot him, got him. Alright, alright, okay. I can't believe it. Koifa, man, you cost me 2 rares. But
well, this is a little anticlimactic now that it's going to be 4v5, so one of these support players probably just going to be playing the Legion Commander mostly, and then...
I don't know, though, because Bulba is pretty useful
it's probably
still.
going to be Bulba's, because his hero's actually not that important, and he's very poor on this Ogre anyways.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, EGM with Grave and Weave obviously very important. He needs to make sure.
Yeah, you can't... it's hard... You want to make sure that, like, if you're microing 2 heroes, EGM's actually going to use both support heroes, and then Sam's just going to play the Legion Commander.
Okay. Well, if it wasn't hard enough for Team Tinker beforehand, it's certainly going to get impossible now. And like you said, Virtus Pro, they're just going to head bottom. They didn't get the Aegis, obviously. It was already expended. Quickfa had it, so... Buyback status, I mean, nobody has it in this game. Nobody has buyback with the exception of Sing Sing and EGM. So, Virtus Pro kind of being a bit aggressive here, but they know that there's very little chance that they lose this next engagement, especially for 4 versus 5. And they probably just get this tier 2 tower for free. It looks like maybe Team Tinker are going to try to contest this. They do have Glyph up. Oh, but look at this. The Wolf scouts it out. They know that it's coming. And they're ready to go. Team's down 4 barracks and 1 hero, but I'm going to go against the... I guess that you're right.
I mean, if you think about, like, if someone micros, like, pretty well, then it's, like, the same thing as playing 5v5, right?
Right. Well, it's still... BKB's gonna go. Here we go. Fight breaking out. BZZ caught. He's dead. Quick on the backside. Yola's in trouble as well. Team Tinker are doing pretty well in this fight. They're gonna grab one. Koifa, he's gonna get graved up, but Sing Sing, he's gonna be forced to buy back. No, that was a rise. Sing Sing now will have to buy back, but they've already lost the Lycan. EGM getting brought down. No grave is available. Sing Sing buys back, and it's 2 versus 3. Actually, a buyback just in time for EGM. Nightmare Jotum. He should be able to get away.
I really want to see this fight recap. Sadoy did a huge amount of damage in that team fight. I'm actually quite curious to see just how much damage he did. Please fight recap.
It's coming soon. Listen, it's gonna be here. And
Dota
right
2.
now. It is
Alright, nice. He did
3,545.
Why does it say Bane did 5,900?
What? Are you looking at the same fight recap that I'm looking at? You're looking at experience, dude.
I'm looking at experience.
Yeah.
He did 3,500.
He did. That's a lot of damage.
That is quite a lot of damage.
He got 2,000 gold from that fight, by the way, in case you're wondering. He literally just bought a halberd.
Yeah, I'm not good at reading fight recaps.
Oh, that's okay.
So there was 2 buybacks from Team Tinker?
Yes.
So definitely a win from VP. I think VP just do that again.
There's just too much damage coming out from Virtus Pro that they could, even if they have perfect engagements like they did for Team Tinker in that last fight, it's just too much to deal with. Like, they get chewed apart by the Lycan, Poison Nova and all of the damage coming out from the Jakiro, it's just too much to deal with. So. Oh, by the way, Arise didn't use his cheese either. Again, I guess that's on.
Yeah,
Jim.
I mean, honestly, yeah. Well,
here we go. They're gonna fight again. Are they gonna wrap around on this? Quakefa's got a TP
Sing
in.
Sing does have a.
He's gonna hex up BZZ. BZZ is in some trouble. Sprouts up. He does go Scepter. Poison Nova is not there. Yes, it is. He gets it off. Quakefa avoids most of it. Still on top of him, though. Sing Sing still trying to man up. They haven't killed anybody yet. What a snowball, by the way, coming in. Shot him. There's going to be a big ult coming in, but doesn't do much. Yul's still alive in the backside. Duel is up on Sidoi. Wow. They've already killed Quakefa, by the way. Yul's getting chased down. And it looks like G is just going to clean this up. And it looks like this is going to be the end. Double kill for G. Bulba's going to get chased down. No buyback coming out for the side of Team Tinker. The only one left is Arise. Speaking of which, he's going to get ice bathed, and very good fight for Virtus Pro. They will finish this game off. They're going to bots into the tier 4 towers.
Yeah,
GG will be called momentarily.
A valiant effort from Team Tinker to hold on to this game. I thought it was going to be over actually, you know, like 5 minutes ago, but they held on, had a nice couple of team fights, but in the end, the damage that comes out from Jakiro as well as this Venomancer just proved to be too much for the lineup of Team Tinker, especially with the Veil of Discord and these BKBs dwindling down to about 5 seconds. There was just not much that they could do, and the disconnect obviously doesn't help either.
No, certainly not. And that'll be the end of game number 2, though, and Virtus Pro with an excellent effort, especially in the last half of that game. And for the first time, as we talked about in the draft of the first game, we'll